Good evening, solar YouTubers. Today is February the 4th to 26th. It's about 8:22 in the morning. I mean, at night. It's bedtime. So, when I first got the VVOR, you have several settings on the VVOR. How is it going to priority of running the load and priority on charging the battery? And so, when I got the VVOR, and then I was using my Red Odo batteries, and then when I picked up my, I call them Jaeger batteries. I don't know how to pronounce the word. When I got those batteries there, the 225 watt, volt batteries, um, it was set to solar first, battery second, and then a utility, the SBU. And so that was when the load would come on. If didn't have enough solar, it would go to the battery, and then when the battery gets to a certain level, then the grid would kick in, would charge the batteries, and then it would run the load. But the grid was the last resort. But when I only got 400 watts on the roof, so it's not a whole lot of coming in, and it was doing a pretty good job. But when the winter got here, so we didn't have very many sun hours, so 2 or 3 sun hours the most, and it's cloudy most of the time. So I went to SUB, solar, utility, and then battery. So pretty much everything's running off the battery. I mean, the utility. I can't say everything. The only thing I have off grid is my refrigerator, my modem, and my router. Okay, that's only 3 items, and you're talking when everything's on at the same time. You're talking 150 watts, if that. So about 9 o'clock on Monday night, I switched it to SBU, solar, battery, and utility. So at about 21:15, I believe that's 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's 9 o'clock. I switched it on Monday. I switched it to the SBU. Okay, and so these screens take forever to load. Oh, sorry, I am exhausted. It's 8 o'clock. It's my bedtime. Yeah, I'll go to bed between 7 and 8 if I'm dead tired. And so it ran up until 2100. So that's 24 hours right there. So it's run just straight off the batteries for 24 hours. And you can see just a little bit of solar coming in yesterday afternoon. I mean, Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, yesterday afternoon. Not enough to do anything. It's the power generation. That's the orange. And, it didn't do anything at all. And then, so today, so everything was running. So everything was running great, and what it's supposed to. So right here is when my batteries hit like 26 volts. So I have the battery charger, the VVOR, set when the battery voltage gets to 26 volts, is to charge it. So it came on at 3:33 in the morning, and as you can tell, I mean, it's like 1,000 watts. It's 1,000 watts, and about 6:53 this morning. So you're looking at about 3 hours and 20 minutes ish. It was charging the batteries. So it ran for almost 24. It'd be 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. About 31 hours that my 5 kilowatts of power ran my refrigerator for about 31, 32 hours. Yes, that's what I'll say. Yeah, but 31, 32 hours. Here's the star of the show, Saturn. Ain't she pretty? Give kisses. Give kissies. She's something for food. Want to give you peeps kissies? Huh? Kissies. There we go. Only reason they watch my channel is because of you. So back to this. So that's how it was. That's what it looks like when my VEVOR starts to charge my batteries. It takes about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to charge my batteries from 26 volts up to 28.2 volts. And when I was using this fall, when I had, when I had enough sun hours, this will only charge if I went a couple of days without sun. If I went a good full day without sun, then it would charge roughly about 30 hours. I can run with no solar, just run the pure batteries. It's the refrigerator and my internet. So my modem and router is drawing 20 watts continuously. The fridge, as you can see here, it comes on. It's roughly a 20-minute to, it's like say, that's 12:30, and it quit about 12:51. 12:51. So roughly half an hour, and then the break is about a half an hour break. You see there, 52. Yeah, that's about almost an hour break there. It's on. Let's see, 2:09. Yeah, that's about an hour break there. And we go to here at 12:21. Yeah, that's about half an hour. So these are about a half an hour to an hour breaks. Yeah, about an hour break. So that's pretty good actually. But that's a half an hour. So yeah, this one here is a half an hour. That's about an hour. So you're looking about half an hour to an hour break. That one there is 5:49. It's almost an hour. So, yeah, so the fridge stays off for about a half an hour to an hour, and they kick on for a half an hour-ish. So it's that constant off and on, off and on. So if it was just a straight, 130 watts, then this would be different. But it ran about 31 hours just off the batteries with no solar coming in at all. And so this morning, about 7, I switched it back to solar, utility, to battery. You see what just happened? These pop-ups just come up. They just pop up. And I have this virus right here. It's the new tab.art virus. And I paid last week. I bought a program who says that they specialized in this. Bought it. It recognized it, and it said it quarantined it. But then a few minutes later, these screens will pop right back up. I run the antivirus again. Same thing happened. It was just nonstop. So I got in contact with the company. They didn't want to deal with it, so they gave me my money back. So I got a hold of another virus program. It saw this, and it quarantined it and all that, but you had to pay, so I paid him. And then the same thing, it sees it, it says it cleared it, but then a few minutes later, the screens will pop up. So that's what happened when you saw that. It was not me doing anything. It's this virus I have. And Windows Defender is useless. I ran the scans, and the scans, it does not see that new tab.art virus. It don't see it. I ran the Windows version of the malware. There's a special search you can do down here, and it's a special command you got to do. And the Windows Defender has its own malware version, So it ran it. It didn't even see it. How I got it was I play a lot of video games, as you can see here. Majority of these are video games. So I play a lot of video games because I don't have nothing else to do. So when I was downloading one of my mods for all my games, I did a Windows Defender scan on the file before I opened it. and it says it was okay. So I, opened it and installed the mod, and somehow one of these mods I've installed caused this virus. But I never opened up a file until I scan it with Windows Defender. When it cleared it, then I say, oh, it's okay. But Windows Defender sucks. Don't depend on it. Just, it's good to have in the background, but you actually have to have another good virus slash, it's on, it's up and running. It doesn't see that virus. Um, it just runs once a night, and it doesn't see the virus at all. But I haven't. You just saw the tabs pop up. So what I'm doing this weekend is I don't have anything important information on this computer. So this weekend I am wiping it clean and reloading Windows. So and then trying to find a good antivirus malware software. I know it's not going to be free, so but yeah, that's what I'm looking at on that. Back to this. So I went back to the winter setup because I didn't want to always have this going on once every 30 hours. And I don't think it's saving me any energy, be honest with you. Because there's no grid here, but when the grid comes on, I think the energy that is using to charge up the batteries is, it's more than what this is going to be. So that's where I'm at. You guys have a great night, and I will probably talk to you tomorrow.